So I got a phone call yesterday from one of these property spruikers, property experts, gurus, investment experts, whatever you want to call them. And I thought I'd entertain the conversation just to see how they were going to pitch me. So firstly, I was very surprised they got my phone number. They got it from somewhere. But I said, let's play the game. Let's see what they're going to say. So firstly, they said to me, they have bought properties for clients from 2 or 3 years ago, and they're up 70, 80, 90%, and they're doing really well. Number two, they have access to properties that real estate agents don't have. Properties are not on Domain, not on realestate.com, and only they get access to them. And the last thing was, the moment you buy the property, the moment it sells, you're gonna have instant equity. So say you put 10% down, the moment you buy it, you're gonna have 20%. And I was like, what the hell, what's going on? So just be careful with all of these types of get rich quick schemes and investment types, because there's been a reason why properties have gone up really fast over the last few years. If you owned the property in 2020 or 2021, anything beforehand, you absolutely made a killing. It was because the central banks cut interest rates to zero, people did not work, there was no productivity, and all that money rushed into property, the stock market, and cryptocurrency. Now the game has changed. Rates have gone back to where they should be, and they're going to be elevated for a while. So when it comes to purchasing property, it's not just about capital growth, it's about cash flow. So with a lot of these properties, they're banking on the property being worth more in a few years than it is now, which could be the case, but it's definitely not going to be worth 80% more, because we're not going through another crisis like we did, or maybe we will, but at the moment we're not. So the chances of that happening are very unlikely. So the problem with purchasing properties that are really expensive, that are not drawing much rental income, you're gonna have a big cash flow hole, meaning your mortgage and all your expenses are gonna be far greater than what your rental income is, and you'll have to put the gap to maintain the property. So this is what's gonna be apparent over the next few years. There's a lot of investors out there that got burnt by the rates going up really fast, and they're basically going through a cash flow burn at the moment, and they're just holding on. If the rates stay where they are, it's not going to be much longer before things start to break. Anyway, keep an eye on this space. Make sure if you want to buy any properties or invest, go speak to an advisor that's licensed.